Move. Minimize. Pure sim.
Hey, good evening, everybody out there in YouTube land. It's Blind Gamer 1990, and welcome back to my channel. This is, believe it or not, my first stream of the year. Um, Sorry I've not been around that much recently. The last time I posted anything on here was my showcase of starting lineup talking baseball. It was either that or the game I did, actually, the coach mode game I did with it. Um, But tonight I thought I would do my first stream of Pure Sim Baseball. And I don't know if you don't mind the sloth. I don't know why that's a default photo or something like that. I guess it's one of those picture things that they try to that Google's been trying to do recently, where they add random photos to your screen and it's like panoramic shots of stuff. But anyway, as you can tell, my Pure Sim Baseball replay of 1987 that I really hadn't really figured this game out that well. I mean, it was just like, I'd get lost very easily in the sauce, I guess you could say. But I thought, why not give it a shot? Because I got this game called Strategy Baseball. Some of you have seen it before on Beatles and Terminals YouTube channel. It's one of those like generic baseball games. It's got the actual players, but it has fictional players as well. But um, this basically, it's and I navigated that just fine. I'm thinking, wait a minute. If this is if this is any indication, then Pure Sim Baseball is most likely the same fashion, so to speak. And I was right, and I'm able to do replays like crazy. 1987 was my initial replay, but then I was like, I wonder how long I can make this go for. And it's been going on for 11. I'm on my 12th season right now. It's 1999. The Reds, my Cincinnati Reds have won. They won back-to-back World Series from 87 to 88. I believe they beat the Brewers and won in one series. I forget they beat in the other one. The Cleveland Indians won the last World Series that I did. There's no evidence of it, but it's in the statistics. But they won the World Series in '94, the World Series in '95, and the World Series again in '98. So that's what is that? It's like 4 World Championships in 5 years, 3 World Championships in 5 years, I think. But yeah, in '94, which was an interesting year because that was the year of the strike. The what it like it goes to August 12th, and then as soon as August comes after that date happens, as soon as that date happens, it skips and goes right to the playoffs. So you got like bizarre records and stuff. But here we are in 1999, and in real life, this is the year the Reds just missed the playoffs by a 1 game tie-breaking wild card game against the Mets. It was 163 at Synergy Field in Cincinnati. The Mets shut out the Reds 9-0, and I thought, you know, let's try to do it again. Although I'm not going to do every single game ever of the Reds season this year. I'm probably going to skip some days because it's like it's a grind, and I like a good grind. But this one's like 162 games a year. It's 5-6 months of baseball. A few days I can play, but it's fine. It's okay. So we're at Pure Sim Baseball. The 1999 season is ready to go.
Blank. View today's schedule.
I do apologize for my voice speech talking in the background. You're going to hear that a lot, but I'm going to be trying to commentate over it. Let's see. Today is
Today is Monday, April 5th.
April 5th, 1999.
View
today's schedule. Let's see what we got here.
Scores and
we have
unattended auto blank. Watch blank. Wilson Alvarez, Tampa Proba blank.
We have the Devil Rays and Wilson Alvarez visiting the Orioles and Mike Mussina. We also have
Boston,
the Red Sox and Pedro Martinez visiting the Royals and Kevin Appier. We also have the Yankees and newly acquired Roger Clemens. as played lineups and as played trades. Although the AI's been known to do some weird shit. But Roger Clemens
Blank. Oakland.
visits
Gil Heredia.
Gil Heredia
0
of
to
the Athletics.
Chicago.
We got the White
0.
Sox
James
and
Baldwin.
James Baldwin
Seattle.
visiting
0. Jeff Fassero.
Jeff
0 to
Fassero
0.
of the
Seattle.
Mariners.
Jeff Fassero. 0. Detroit.
The Tigers
Brian
and
Moeller.
Brian Moeller
Brian Moeller.
visiting
Texas.
the Rangers
Rick Helling.
and
0
Rick
to 0.
Helling.
Phila-
And
Philadelphia.
the Phillies
Kurt
and
Schilling.
Kurt
0.
Schilling
Atlanta.
visiting the Braves
Tom
and
Glavine.
Tom Glavine. We
San
got
Francisco.
the Giants
Mark
and
Gardner.
Mark Gardner visiting the
Cincinnati.
Reds. That's our game tonight.
Brett
And
Tomko.
Brett Tomko,
New York. Al Leiter.
lighter of the
Florida.
Mets, visits
Alex
Fernandez
Florida.
of the Marlins.
Blank. Arizona.
The Diamond
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson
0 to
of the
0.
Arizona Diamondbacks
Los
visits
Angeles. Kevin Brown.
Brown
0
of the Dodgers.
0 to 0.
The
Montreal.
Expos
Dustin
and
Hermanson.
Dustin Hermanson visit
Pittsburgh.
Francisco Cordova
0
of
to
the
0.
Pirates.
Watch Milwaukee.
You got
Rafael Roque.
Rafael
0 to 0.
Roque of the Brewers
St.
visiting
Louis. Donovan
Osborne of
0
the
to
Cardinals.
blank.
Now we'll go simulate through the day, and we will when we get to the Reds and the Giants at Reds, we'll play that.
Blank.
Let's see.
0 to 0. 0.
In the background, I've got the MLB app on quiet because the Reds are just stomping the Rangers right now. It's 14, I believe, 1.
Mike Musina.
Let's see.
Quick Sim.
Simulate this game,
W.
and
Heathcliff Slocum.
the
Albie Lopez.
Orioles win
0. 10.
10-7-0, 8,
12.
12-1. Wow, what a game.
11 innings.
11-inning affair. Wow. Slocum.
Box game. Heathcliff Slocum.
Slocum
1 to
gets
0.
his first win.
Albie Lopez.
Lopez
0
takes
to
his first loss.
HR. Jose Canseco.
Canseco hits
1.
his first.
Fred McGriff.
McGriff hits
1.
his first.
Baltimore. Jeff Conine.
Conine hits 2. He's got 2 on the year.
Cal Ripken 1.
Ripken hits his first.
BJ Surhoff.
Surhoff hits
1.
his first.
Hogg. Jeff Conine.
And Conine is player of the game. Now we've got
Boston. Pedro
Martinez
Kansas.
against
Kevin
Appier.
Quick Sim.
and
Double. Pedro.
the Red Sox win. How about that?
1 to 0.
Damn.
Final. 3, 9.
3, 9, and 1.
0, 1.
0,
6.
1, and a
1.
1-hit shutout.
6.
Wait.
1. 0 to 1.
6 errors for the
Kansas.
Royals? Damn.
1.
That's
6.
bad.
Pedro
Martinez gets his first win.
Kevin Appier.
Appier
0 to 1.
loses his first game.
SV. Tom Gordon.
Gordon
1.
gets his first save.
Boston. Kansas. Pog. Jeff Fry.
Jeff Fry is player of the game.
0. Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens of the Yankees
Oh,
against
Gil
Gil Heredia
Heredia,
of the
quick save.
Athletics. And
Game W. Mike Stanton.
dang it, the Yankees win. I hate the Yankees, as you can tell. I don't like the Yankees.
12.
Oh my gosh.
10.
10-inning affair. Good
R.
grief.
New 1 12. 1 to 0. 12.
12 runs,
20,
20 hits,
0.
and no errors.
0 9.
9
13,
runs,
13
13 hits,
0.
and no errors for the Athletics.
Mike
Stanton gets his first win.
Tim Worrell. 0
Worrell
to
takes
1.
his first loss.
New York. Scott Brocious.
Brocious
1,
hits
1.
his first.
Oakland. Tony Phillips.
Phillips
1.
of the Athletics hits his first.
Matt Stairs. 1.
Stairs hits
1.
his first.
Ben Grieve. 1.
Grieve hits his
Hogg.
first.
Scott
And
Brocious.
Scott Brocious is player of the game.
Chicago. James
Baldwin
Baldwin.
of the White Sox
Seattle.
visits
Jeff Fassero.
Facero of the
Quick Sim.
Mariners.
Jeff
And the
Fassero.
Mariners win
6.
6, 9, and 1,
2 9.
2,
3.
9, and 3 for the White Sox.
Jeff
Facero gets his first win.
James
Baldwin takes his
0 to
first
1.
loss.
SV Max Suzuki.
Suzuki gets his first save.
1. Seattle. Alex Rodriguez.
Rodriguez,
1.
A-Rod hits his first.
John Mabry. 1.
Mabry hits
1.
his first.
Hogg. John Mabry.
And John Mabry's player of the game.
Detroit. Brian Moeller.
Moeller
Texas. Rick
versus
Helling. 0.
Helling
Quick Sim.
of the Tigers and Rangers. And
W. Rick Helling.
the Rangers win
4.
4, 10, and 0.
1.
1,
4.
4,
0.
and 0 for the Tigers.
Game.
Helling gets his first win.
Brian
Moeller takes his first loss.
SV. John Wetland.
Wetland
1.
gets his first save.
H. Did Juan Encarnacion.
Encarnacion
1.
hits his first.
Texas. Pog. Rusty
And
Greer.
Rusty Greer is player of the game.
Philadelphia.
We've got
Kurt
the
Schilling.
Schilling of the
0 to
Phillies
Atlanta.
and
Tom
Glavine of the
Sim.
Braves in Atlanta. And
W. Kurt Schilling.
the
1 to
Phillies
0.
win.
4 2. 5.
5
13,
runs, 13
13,
hits,
0.
and no errors for the Phils.
Atlanta. 0 2.
2 runs,
4.
4 hits,
0.
no errors for the Bravos.
Kurt Schilling.
Schilling gets his first win.
L. Tom Glavine.
Glavine takes his first loss.
SV. Steve Schrank. Steve Schrank. 1. Schrank. C-H-R-E-N-K.
Shrink gets his first save.
H.R. Philadelphia. Atlanta. Pog. Marlon Anderson.
Marlon Anderson's player of the game.
San Fran.
Let's go backwards to it. I don't want to. We'll just skip the.
Walk. Quick Sim.
We got
Donovan. Rafa.
Roque versus Osborne of the Cardinals and Brewers.
Donovan. Quick Sim.
And
Double. Raphael.
the Brewers win.
2. 0. 8.
8
16,
runs, 16 hits,
0.
no errors for the Brew Crew.
2.
2 runs, 9 hits,
0.
no errors for the Cardinals.
Raphael.
Roque wins his first game.
Donovan
Osborne loses
0 to
his
1.
first.
SV. Mike Myers.
Myers
1.
gets his first save.
8. Marquis Grissom. 1.
Grissom hits
1.
his first.
Dave Nilsson. 1.
Nielsen hits
1.
his first.
St. Louis. Mark
McGuire
1.
hits his first.
Pog. Dave Nilsson.
Nielsen is player of the game. You know, I didn't show this, but last year, McGuire, I think it was last year, he hit 80 home runs. 80. Wow.
Milwaukee.
All right.
0 to Pittsburgh. Dustin Hermanson.
Hermanson of the
0
Expos
Pitts-
and
Francisco.
Cordova of the
Quick Sim.
Pirates. Can the Buccos win?
Double. Francisco.
Yep, they do.
0.
Hoist the Jolly Roger.
6. 4.
4-6-0,
3.
3,
6.
6,
0.
and 0.
Final.
Final score.
1, 4, 6, 0. Francisco
Cordova gets his first win.
Dustin.
Hermanson takes his first loss.
SV. Mike Williams.
Williams gets
1.
his first save.
H. Montreal. Pittsburgh. Brian Giles. 1.
Giles hits
1.
his first home run.
Ed Sprague. 1.
Sprague
1.
hits his first.
Pog. Ed Sprague.
Ed Sprague is player of the game.
Montreal. 0 to 0. Kevin Brown.
We
0
got
to
Kevin
0. Los
Brown of the
Angeles.
Dodgers
Randy
and
Johnson. Arizona.
hosting Johnson of the Diamondbacks.
Watch. Quick.
And simulate.
W.
And
Randy Johnson.
the Diamondbacks win.
3.
3 runs, 3 hits,
0.
no errors for the Diamondbacks.
1
run, 3 hits,
0.
no errors for the Dodgers.
Randy
Johnson wins his first.
Kevin Brown.
Brown
0.
loses his first.
SV. Greg Swindell.
Swindell
1.
gets his first save.
H. J. Bell 1.
Bell hits
1.
his first home run.
Los Angeles. Pog. J. Bell.
J. Bell's player of the game.
E. Alex Fernandez.
Now,
0.
let's see.
Florida.
We got Fernandez of the
Leiter.
Marlins hosting
0.
Leiter of the
Florida.
Mets.
0. Alex Quick Sim.
And
W. Alex Fernandez.
the Marlins win.
8.
8-13 and 0.
0 2 0.
Oh, no runs,
2,
2 hit, a
0.
2-hit shutout. Wow.
1 8.
Wow.
Alex
Fernandez gets his first win.
Leiter.
Leiter takes his first loss.
H. New Florida. Mike Redmond 1.
Redmond hit
1.
his first home run.
Pog. Alex
And
Fernandez.
Alex Fernandez is player of the game. He pitched a 2-hit shutout.
R. Brett Tomko.
Now for our game, it is the Giants and Mark Gardner visiting Brett Tomko and the Cincinnati Reds.
Watch Blank. Watch PSPN cast.
And-
Number lock off. Quick. Watch PSP.
Click on that, and it
Blank.
brings up
Pink.
the lineup card.
Document. Right click. Weather at Synergy.
Here's the weather at Synergy Field today. It
Blank. Temp.
is
61
degrees at first pitch on opening day.
Blank. Wind.
The wind
Out to
is
RF
out
at
to
3
right
miles
at
per
3
hour.
miles per hour. The
San
starting
Blank.
lineups for the
1 CF.
Giants leading off
Blank. 1
at
CF.
center field.
Bennard.
Marvin Bernard.
0.002
Batting second
0
and
23
at third
B.
base,
Mueller.
Bill Miller.
0.003
Batting
left.
third and at left
B.
field, Barry Bonds.
0.0042
Batting
B.
fourth and at second
Jake.
base, Jeff Kent.
0.0051
Batting
B.
fifth and at first
0.51 B.
base,
Jace No.
JT Snow.
0.006
Batting
RF.
sixth and at right
Burks.
field, Ellis Burks.
0.007
Batting seventh
C.
and at
B.
catching,
Main.
Brent Main.
0.008
Batting eighth and at
SS.
shortstop,
R.
Rich
Aurelia.
Aurelia.
0.009
Batting ninth and
P. M.
pitching,
Gardner.
Mark Gardner.
0.00 blank.
For the
Cincinnati,
Reds,
blank, 1
leading off
CF,
and at center
M.
field,
Cameron,
Mike Cameron.
point 0 0
Batting
2
second and
SS,
at shortstop,
Larkin,
Barry Larkin.
point 0 0 3
Batting
1
third
B,
and at first
S.
base,
Casey,
Sean Casey.
point 0 0
Batting
4
fourth
LF,
and at left
G.
field,
Vaughn,
Greg Vaughn.
point 0 0
Batting
5
fifth
RF,
and at right
D.
field,
Young,
Dimitri
point
Young.
0 0 6
Batting
C,
sixth and
Etop
catching,
NC,
Eddie Taubensee.
point 0 0
Batting
7
seventh
3 B,
and at third
Agu,
base, Aaron Boone.
point 0
Batting
0
eighth
2 B,
and at second
P.
base,
Reeves,
Pokey Reese.
point 0
And
0
batting ninth and
9 P.
pitching,
B. Tom,
Brett Tomko.
point 0 0 Sam M.
The
0
Reds,
0
the
0
Giants
point
are
0
managed
0
by,
B. Tomko, 0
let's see,
0 0
no
0
statistics to
point
report.
0
It's
0
opening day,
0
so you really don't have to worry about that right now.
San Francisco,
The Giants are
MGR,
managed by
Dusty
Dusty Baker.
0 0
Meanwhile, the
Cincinnati,
Reds are
MGR,
managed by
Jack MC.
Jack McKeon. So, let's head out to Synergy Field for opening day. The Giants at the Reds.
And
Monday,
the
April 5th.
home of the
All right. Marvin Manone leads off the first for the Giants.
No out, play. Brett Tomko pitches to
The
see
pitch.
Marvin Bender. No Bender. No out, the 3-2 pitch.
Full count, and he walks in to lead off the game. Here's Bill Miller.
Play. The 3-2 pitch. Monday, April. No out, play. Brett Tomko.
The pitch to Miller.
No outs. Last pitch 80.
Wait,
Tomko strikes out.
Tomko struck him out. Here's Barry Bonds.
Monday, 1 out. Play. Brett
The
Tomko.
pitch. Bonds swings. Bernard's safe on at third base as Bonds grounds out to Casey. Here's Jeff Kent. Kent swings. And Kent, nice play by Boone, as Kent grounds out to Boone.
Jeff Kent grounds out to play.
We go to the bottom of the first.
0-1
No score.
play. Brett Tomko.
Cameron leads off. It'll be Cameron, Larkin, and Casey here in the first. Cameron swings,
Mark Gardner pitches to Mike Cameron flies out.
and Cameron flies out to shallow right field. Here's Barry Larkin,
Monday, 1 out play.
and Larkin takes a walk. Turn my speech up just a little bit.
65.
And Casey strikes out.
Casey strikes out.
Here's Vaughn.
Monday, 2 Mark
The pitch from Gardner. Vaughn swings,
2-0 is 2-3 IP.
and
No out. Inning summary.
that's
0
the inning.
runs.
Vaughn is retired.
Top of the
We
second.
go to the top of the second. It is no score here in Cincinnati.
Play. Monday, April. No out. Play. Brett Tomko
And leading
pitches
off
to
will
one.
be
JT
JT Snow. Snow swings,
JT
and Snow
singles
singles up
past
the middle
second
past
baseman.
Pokey Reese.
Monday, no out.
Here's
Tomko
Brent
pitches
Main,
to RF
or
Ellis
no,
Burks.
Ellis
0-0.
Burks. Burks swings.
Ellis Burks flies out to
Burks flies out
Ellis Burks
to-
flies out to right.
right. Dimitri Young with a nice catch.
Play. 1 out.
Here's Brent Main.
Brett Tomko pitches to see Brent Main.
The pitch. Main swings,
Brent Main grounds out to Casey.
and Main grounds out to Casey.
Play. 2 outs.
2
Runner
outs.
on second.
Man on second for
The 1-2 pitch. Play. The 1-2 pitch. Rich O'Reilly
Aurelia,
pops out to Boone.
and he
Rich
grounds
O'Reilly
out,
pops out to Boone.
pops out to Boone to retire the
Last pitch,
side.
9. Inning summary.
We go to the bottom of the second. No score in Cincinnati.
Monday, no.
And leading off for the Reds will be Dimitri Young. Young swings,
Dimitri
and Young
lines out to Aurelia.
lines out to Aurelia at short. Here's Eddie Taubensee.
Monday, 1. Mark Gardner. pitches
Taubensee
to
swings.
Ed Taubensee.
And Taubensee
Ed Taubensee
singles.
singles.
Here's Aaron Boone.
Monday, 1. Mark
The
Gardner.
pitch from Gardner. Boone swings.
Play. The 0.
And
Aaron Boone grounds out to Miller.
Boone grounds out to Miller.
Ed Taubensee makes it to
Taubensee
second.
moves to second.
Mon-
Here comes Pokey Reese.
2. Mark
The pitch, and Reese strikes out
Reese strike. Last pitch play. Inning summary.
to retire the side in the inning.
0
No runs,
1 hit.
1 hit,
0
no
errors.
errors, and 1 left on. We go to the top of the third. No score in Cincinnati. It's opening day.
Play. Top of the Monday, April. No play.
And
Tom
Gardner
pitches
leads
to
off the
Mark
fourth.
Gardner.
He swings.
It's Mark Gardner singles.
Gardner singles. We don't need no stinking DH. Here's Marvin Bernard.
Play. Brett Tom.
And Bernard strikes out. That brings up Bill Miller.
1 mute. 0
Miller is 0 for 1
1 out.
on the day.
Run, the 1 to 0.
The pitch. Miller swings.
Phil Miller fouls out to Boone.
Miller fouls out to Boone.
Last pitch, 2 outs.
2 outs. Runner on first for Barry Bonds.
Monday, April. Monday.
The pitch, and Bonds takes a walk.
2 Brett.
The Reds faithful are not happy. Here's Kent.
Monday, 2
And Kent strikes out
Last pitch, 8.
to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on to the bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the third.
We are still bottom of the
Bottom of the third.
third. Excuse me. I must have mistracked. Anyway,
Monday, April. No, Mark Gardner.
Tomko
pitches to Brett Tomko.
leads off the bottom of the third. Tomko swings, and
The 1 to 2.
it's tried to take it deep, but
Play. Brett Tomko flies out to deep left center.
Barry Bonds with a nice catch. Here's Cameron now at the top of the order.
Monday, 1 out.
And Mike Cameron strikes out, bringing up Barry Larkin with 2 out and no one on. The pitch.
Play.
Larkin swings,
With Barry Larkin
and he grounds out to
Barry Larkin grounds out to Mueller.
Miller.
Great defensive.
Nice play by Bill out there. We go to the top of the fourth. Nothing across. We are still scoreless in Cincinnati.
Monday, nope.
Leading off for the Giants will be JT Snow. And Snow singles to left. Bringing up Ellis Burks.
Monday, nope.
Tomko pitches to Burks.
Wild pitch. Charge.
Wild pitch.
No outs. The 1 to 0.
The pitch. Burks swings.
Ellis Burks flies out to right.
Burks flies out to right.
JT Snow will hold his position.
Snow
at second.
stays at second. Here comes Brent Maine.
Monday, 1. Brett Tomko pitches to C. Brett.
The pitch. And Maine takes a walk. Here's Rich Aurelia now. 2 on, 1 out.
Monday, 1 out. Run.
The pitch.
Brett Tomko playing. The 2 to 0.
And that's deep, and it is gone.
Rich O'Reilly homers to LF. Tail of the tape. 329 feet.
329 feet on a 3-run homer by Rich Aurelia.
Play. San Francisco 3.
And it's a 3-0 Giants lead.
Monday, 1 out.
And Tomko bounces out by striking out Gardner.
2 out. 0 Bender. 2 out. Bender. 2 the 0.
Here's Marvin Bernard.
The 0 play. Marvin Bender triples.
And
near
Marvin
the line
Bernard
and
with
right.
a triple.
Marvin Bender triples near the line and right.
Near the line and right, bringing up Bill Miller. Miller swings.
Monday, 2 Brett playing.
And Miller
Bill Mueller singles to left.
singles, bringing in Marvin Bernard with the RBI. And it's a 4-0 Giants lead. Here's Barry Bonds.
Monday, 2 Brett Tom
Bonds
play. The 1 Barry Bonds
singles to left center.
Bill Mueller moves to second.
Miller moves to second base. Jeff Kent now up.
Monday, pitching.
Oh,
Pitching
now pitching for the
change.
Reds will
Now pitching
be
for Brett Tomko. Scott Sullivan.
Scott Sullivan.
Playing. Scott Sullivan pitches to
Sullivan pitching to Kent, and he struck him out. But the Giants do damage.
Inning summary.
4 runs, 5 hits,
0
no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 4-0 Giants.
Playing. Inning summary. Playing. Inning summary. Monday, Q.
Question.
Which pitcher has the most wins without ever appearing in a World Series?
Which pitcher has the most wins without ever appearing in a World Series? Answer coming up later.
The 2
And
Sean Casey
Casey
lines out to center. Sean
lines
Casey
out
lines out
to center. Here's Vaughn.
Monday, play.
Vaughn, he
Mark
swings.
Gardner, Greg Vaughn
And
grounds out to
Vaughn
Mueller.
grounds out
Scored
to
5-3.
Miller, 5-3. Here's Dimitri Young. The pitch and strike three. Take a seat. Dimitri Young strikes out.
Volume 70. Volume 70.
We go to the top of the fifth. Giants 4, Reds nothing.
Monday 2. Monday no out playing.
And leading
Scott
off will
Sullivan
be
pitches to 1B.
JT Snow, and Snow
The JT Snow singles.
singles. I have to let the speech read to me so I can call it as it is. Here's Ellis Burks. Sullivan strikes him out. Brent Main now up.
Scott Blake 1 Main 0 for
He's
1.
0 for 1 on the day.
Main 1 out. The 1-1 pitch.
Main swings,
Grant Main pops out to
and
Larkin.
Main
Grant
pops
Main
out
pops out to Larkin.
to Larkin.
Blake,
2 outs, 1 on for Rich Aurelia.
The 1-0.
The pitch
Rich
And Aurelia.
flies out to left.
flies out to left. Bonnie with a nice catch. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Reds 4, Giants 0. Opening day in Cincinnati. It's a beautiful day for a ball game here today.
Monday, no out.
And leading
Gardner
off
pitches
will
to
be
Ed
Eddie
Taubensee.
Taubensee.
Ed
And
Taubensee
Taubensee
grounds out to Kent.
Rounds out to
Scored
Kent. Here is Aaron Boone. Boone swings. And
Mark, the 1-0.
Boone
Aaron Boone singles.
Singles.
To right center.
to deep to right center field. Hokey Reese now up. The
Mark
pitch.
Gardner pitches
Reese
to
swings.
Pokey Reese
And
grounds out to
Pokey
O'Reilly.
grounds out
Scored
to
6-3.
the shortstop, Aurelia. Here's
Monday,
here's
2
Sullivan.
outs. Mark Gardner.
And he swings.
Scott Sullivan
And
grounds
Sullivan
out to Kent.
grounds out to Kent to
Last
retire
play,
the side.
inning
No
summary.
runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the top of the sixth. Reds down by 4.
Monday, nope.
And leading
Sullivan
off for the
pitches to
Giants will
Mark
be
Gardner.
Mark Gardner, and Sullivan says, strike 3. Here's Marvin Bernard.
Scott Sullivan.
The pitch to Bernard. He swings.
Play. The one. Marvin
And
Bernard fouls out to
Bernard fouls out to Casey at the bat. 2 away for Bill Miller.
Casey. Scott Sullivan.
The pitch. And strike 3. Miller, take a seat. Side retired in order. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Reds down by 4. It's 4-0. Giants in control.
Play. Scott Sullivan.
What's our answer to the trivia question from today?
Monday.
It is
Phil Negro.
Phil
with 300
Negro.
Phil Negro with 318 wins.
318 wins.
No,
And
the 1-0 pitch.
Cameron
No outs. Play. Last Mike Cameron
will
doubles to very
double
right center.
the very deep right center field. Here's Barry Larkin now. Larkin swings,
Playing. The 1-2
and
pitch.
Larkin
Barry Larkin grounds
grounds
out
out to Aurelia.
Scored. Mike Cameron moves.
Cameron
to
moves to third. Here's Sean Casey. The pitch. Casey
third. Mark, the 1-0.
will get Mike Cameron to score
The 1-0. San Francisco.
and it's a
Cincinnati.
4-1 ball game.
Play.
Here's
Two
Vaughn.
outs. 2 outs. 2 outs. Mark Gardner pitches to LF.
Vonnie swings,
Greg Vaughn fouls out
and
to
Vaughn fouls out
Greg
to
Vaughn fouls out to Snow.
Snow
Last inning
to
summary.
retire the
1
side.
run,
1
1 hit.
run,
0 errors.
no hit. 1
Inning
run,
summary. 1 run, 1 hit.
1 hit, no errors, and 1 left
Top
on.
of
We
the
go to the
seventh.
top of the 7th. Reds are down by 3. It's 4-1 over the Giants.
Monday, no play. Scott Sullivan
And
pitches to LF.
Barry Bonds is retired on a strikeout. 1 away. Here's Jeff Kent. Kent swings,
Play. The 2-0.
and
Jeff
Kent
singles
singles
up
up the middle
the
past
PSS.
Larkin. Bringing up Ellis Burks.
Monday, play.
And
Scott
Burks.
Sullivan, JT Snow,
Or
JT
Snow, excuse me.
grounds into a 3-6
Grounds into a
catch, 3 double
3-6-3 double play
play. Last pitch set. Inning
to
summary.
retire the
0
side.
runs.
We stand and stretch.
Bottom of
To
the
the bottom of the 7th we go. It's the Giants 4 and the Reds 1. Taubensee, Boone, or Young, Taubensee, and Boone here
Monday,
in the
no out,
bottom of the
play.
7th.
Mark Gardner pitches to play.
And
The 0-1 Dimitri Young
Dimitri
flies out
Young
to
tried to
right.
take it deep to left, but Bonds with a nice catch. Here's Eddie Taubensee.
Gardner. Mark Gardner
The pitch. Taubensee swings,
playing.
and he tried to take it deep,
Ed Taubensee
to
flies out to deep right.
but Burks with a nice catch. Here's Aaron Boone.
Mark
Gardner with a pitch. Boone swings.
play. Jeff
And
Kent, 2 deep.
Kent
Handcuffed
by the play, and that's an error.
2 outs.
Here is Pokey
Monday,
Reese.
April 5th. Mark Gardner
Reese swings, and Reese doubles. You're lining deep left.
Aaron Boone moves to
Boone moves to third. The pitcher slot is now up.
Monday, pinch hitting for
Now
Scott
hitting will
Sullivan.
be
Michael Tucker
Michael Tucker.
playing.
Tucker
2
swings,
Mark the
and
1-2
Tucker
Michael Tucker
with
doubles to
a
very deep
triple.
right center.
That's going to be 2 runs in.
2 Gardner, 2 out, unearned run.
That's an unearned run,
Playing. Last pitch 80s, 2 outs.
and it
runner
on second.
Last pitch
He doubled. I'm
87
sorry, I thought he
miles.
tripled.
Monday, April 5th.
Anyway,
Mark Gardner
now
playing.
pitching
2 outs.
Gardner walks.
Pitches to CF Mike Cameron.
Mike Cameron, also the attractor. Here's Barry Larkin. Red's trying to make some noise. The pitch.
Playing. He has a 0 point.
Oh.
Playing.
Now pitching is
Monday, April 2 playing. 2 Monday 2 playing. Felix Rodriguez pitches to
pitching.
The 0 Barry
and Larkin
flies out to
flies out to left
last pitch
to
inning
retire the
summary.
side.
2 runs.
2 runs,
2 hits.
2 hits,
1 error.
1 error, and 2 left on. We go to the top of the 8th. Giants 4, Reds 3. Redlegs trying to make this game interesting.
Monday pitching change.
Now pitching for the
Now
Reds
pitching
will
for
be
Scott
Williamson.
No, point 0
Williamson
0 0. No, the 0-0
will pitch to
the 0-0. No outs. Ellis
Burks,
flies out to right.
and Burks flies out to left.
Ellis Burks flies out to right.
To right, excuse me. Bringing up Brent
Monday,
Maine.
1 out. Scott
No.
Williamson pitches to see Brent.
Yeah,
Maine.
Brent Maine.
Brent Maine flies out
And
to
Maine
left.
flies
Brent
out
Maine flies out
to
to left.
left, 2 away. Here is
Monday, 2. Scott Williamson pitches to SS
Rich
O'Reilly.
Aurelia. Aurelia
330
swings,
Rich
And
O'Reilly
Aurelia
flies out to deep right center.
flies out deep right center field to retire the side in order.
Inning.
We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Reds are down by 1. It's 4-3. Giants have the lead.
Monday, no out.
Leading off for the
Rodriguez
Reds
pitches to
will
1
be
Sean Casey.
Sean
0-0.
Casey. Casey swings,
Sam
and
Casey.
Casey
The 0-1. Sean Casey
singles to
Sean
left.
Casey singles to left.
Here's Greg Vaughn. He could tie this game. He could give the Reds lead with a 1 swing of the bat. The pitch.
Play. Pitching change.
Oh, now pitching
for
is
Felix Rodriguez. John Johnstone.
Johnstone.
Play. The 3. Greg Vaughn grounds into a 6.
Vaughn grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. Here is Dimitri Young.
Monday,
Young
2
swings.
John play. The 2. Dimitri Young
And
grounds
Young
out to
grounds
Martinez.
out to Martinez.
Dimitri
Wait.
Young grounds out to Martinez.
Wow, I guess
Last pitch. Dimitri
that was
Young grounds
scored
out to Martinez.
a.
Scored it 6-3.
He must be the new third baseman, Ramon Martinez for the Giants. We go to the top of the 9th. Giants 4, Reds 3.
Monday, no out. Scott Williamson
And
pitches to SS Ramon Martinez.
Ramon Martinez
0-0,
tries out. He's a
0-0,
shortstop.
0-0.
Okay, I got it now.
Monday, 1 out. 1 out. Ben. Scott Williamson
Here is
pitches to CF Marvin Ben.
Marvin Bernard, and Bernard strikes out. 2 away for Bill Miller. The pitch. Miller
Playing. The 1-2 playing. Bill Mueller
flies out
center.
to shallow left center to retire the
Last
side in
pitch,
order. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Reds are down by 1. The Giants lead it 4-3. Opening day in Cincinnati.
Playing. Inning summary. Monday, pitching change.
Now pitching for the Giants
Pitching
will
for
be
John Johnstone.
Rob Nin.
Nope. 0-0.
Nin.
No out. Rob Nin pitches
Pitching to
Top NC.
Eddie Taubensee here in the 9th.
Playing.
Taubensee swings,
Play. The 1-1.
and
Top NC lines out to
Taubensee
Snow.
lines
1
out
Ed
to
Top NC lines out to Snow.
Snow. Here is Aaron Boone.
Monday, what? Robin
Then pitches to Boone. Boone swings.
blank.
And it's deep! And it is gone! Aaron Boone
San Francisco managerial
hits a game-tying home run
Aaron Boone homers to LF.
to left
Tail of the
field.
tape, 350 feet.
350 feet. Here's Pokey Reese.
Blank. Last blank.
Nins blown to save.
Blank. Robin Pitt.
And Reese
The zero. Pokey Reese singles on the left side.
to the hole on the left side. Here's the pitcher slot.
Monday pitching change.
Oh, now pitching for the
Robin,
Giants will be
Alan Embry.
Alan Embry.
One out. Blank. Alan Embry pitches to
And
Jeffrey Hammonds.
Hammonds hits it deep, and it is gone! And this one belongs to the Reds. Jeffrey Hammonds, a walk-off two-run home run in the bottom of the ninth, and the final score is the Reds 6, the Giants 4. Oh my golly, can you believe it? Wow! I can't even read the statistics. That's unbelievable.
Scores and schedules.
And it just bumps right up to the next day. It's a shame you can't read the last game of the day's statistics. It just goes right to the next one. So we're now on to
Unattended autoplay. Unattended auto blank. View actual probable
We're
starters for
on
Tuesday, April
the
6th.
6th of April, 1999.
Blank. Cleveland.
The Indians and
Jared Wright.
visit
Anaheim.
the Angels.
Tim
and
Belcher.
Tim Belcher.
Toronto.
The Blue Jays
Pat Henkin.
and Pat Henkin
Minnesota.
visit the Twins
Brad
and
Radke.
Brad Radke.
New York. Orlando Hernandez.
Hernandez
Zero.
of the Yankees and
Tom Candiotti.
Candiotti of the Athletics. It's Candiotti, I know.
Chicago. Jim Parquet.
Parquet
Zero.
of the White Sox and
Jamie Moyer.
of the
0-0.
Mariners.
Blank. Detroit.
Tigers
Justin
and
Thompson.
Justin Thompson
Blank.
visit
Texas.
the
Aaron
Rangers
Seal.
and Aaron
0-0.
Seeley.
Philadelphia.
We
Chad
got
Ogia.
OJ of the Phillies
Atlanta.
visiting
Greg
Maddox
Maddox.
of the
Quick walk.
Braves.
San Fran. Kirk Ruder.
Ooh,
0-0.
we got Reader
Jason
versus
Bear. 0-0.
Beret. Giants at Reds, game 2.
New York. Rick Reed.
Rick Reed
0.
of the Mets
Florida.
and
Livan Hernandez.
of the Marlins.
Chicago. Steve Traxel.
Traxel
0.
of the Cubs
Houston.
and
Shane
Reynolds of the Astros in their first game.
1-0. Todd Stottlemyre.
Stottlemyre of the 1-0 Giants.
Los Angeles.
Diamondbacks visits the 0-1
Chanho Park.
Dodgers and Chanho Park.
Montreal. Carl Pavano.
Pavano
0.
of the Expos and
Jason Schmidt.
Schmidt of
0
the Pirates.
Blank. Call 1. Pedro
Pedro
Estacia.
Estacia of the Rockies
Sandy.
and
Sterling Hitchcock.
Hitchcock of the Padres.
Blank.
Okay, so I am going to stop the stream right here and let this in post. And I will come back again soon with another stream of Pure Sim Baseball. I thought I would do a little quick game here to show you how I'm able to play the game and as best I can commentate because Lord knows it goes so fast sometimes it's hard to keep up with it. But till next time, I'm Blind Gamer 99 saying I will see you all real soon.
Desktop list. Stream. Pause. End stream. End stream. Set outro video. Not yet. End stream.